everyone, welcome to our video class section of plus 2 biology. Today we are discussing the chapter reproduction organism, and here we are discussing the important questions or previous year questions from the chapter reproduction in organism. I gave you the questions as an image. Here I am discussing the answers of the question. Okay, first question is, how is the continuity of species maintained generations after generation? So continuity of species is maintained generation after generation by the process of reproduction. So the correct answer is reproduction. Okay, this question came in CBSE Delhi 2009. Okay, so here I am discussing all the previous year questions. Clear it is. Then the next question is, what is the major difference you observe in the offsprings produced by the asexual reproduction and in the progeny produced in sexual reproduction? So that asking what is the difference between sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. So in sexual reproduction the babies are just as clones, okay, but in asexual reproduction the babies are not a clone, they are the combination of the both parental varieties. Okay. Next question, in yeast and amoeba, the parent cell divides to give rise to new individual cells. How does the cell division differ in these two organisms? Okay, so asking what type of cell division or what type of sexual reproduction taking place in yeast and amoeba. Okay, so amoeba, the binary fission taking place, but in case of yeast, the type of asexual reproduction is budding. So what is binary fission? The parental body divides into two. First the nucleus get divided, then the cytoplasm will be get dividing, then the organism divided into two equal halves. Okay, budding means from the parental body a new bud or a new outgrowth is forming. The new outgrowth, when they get mature, they lead a separate life. Clear? Next question is, name an organism where cell division is itself a mode of reproduction. Name an organism where cell division is itself, only the cell division is the mode of reproduction. The example for that type of organism is Protist and Monera. Okay, Protist and Monera group. For example, Protist group example, amoeba and Monerans group, paramecium are the examples. Protista, Monera, amoeba and parameciums are the example. That question asked in 2009 and 2013. Okay, next question. How does Penicillium reproduce asexually? Penicillium is a bacteria. Penicillium reproduces asexually by spore formation. Clear? Penicillium is a bacteria that produces the organism by the spore formation. Next is, name an alga that reproduces asexually through zoospores. Why are these reproductive units are so called? Okay, that means why the spores are called zoospores and which type of organisms are produced by the zoospores. So Chlamydomonas is an example for the zoospores, and the zoospores mean they are motile. Okay, that's why they are known as zoospores. Clear? Next question, mention a characteristic feature and function of zoospores in some algae. So what is the function of the zoospore? Zoospores are microsporic and motile, and they have specialized structure. Alga, they are reproduces asexually. Okay, so you know the answer. Just mention or just mark in your textbook with the question. Otherwise, you write down all this question and answers in your notebook. Okay. Next question is, name the vegetative propagulates in potato and pistia. The vegetative propagulates of potato, in potato, the runner type of asexual reproduction, and in pistia offset type. Okay, in vegetative type of vegetative reproduction that occurs in potato is runner type, and in pistia offset type. I told you that maintain a book for other than notebook, other than the lecture notebook, to write down this type of important questions. Okay, so you write down these questions and answers in that notebook. Next question is, meiosis is an essential event in the sexual life cycle of any organism. Give two reasons. So asking what was the importance of the meiosis. Okay, so meiosis help in the formation of gametes by reductional division and maintain the constant number of chromosomes. Okay, meiosis help in the formation of gametes by reduction divisional and maintain the constant number of chromosomes. Meiosis brings variation in offsprings by recombination of genes. Meiosis brings variation in offsprings by the recombination of the genes. Okay. Next question. Name the phase that all organisms have to possess through before they can reproduce sexually. So what was the step before the sexual reproduction? That phase is the juvenile phase. Okay, with the juvenile phase or vegetative growth phase. Next question. State the fate of a pair of chromosomes during gamete formation. So what happened to the state the fate of a pair of autosomes, not chromosome. State the fate of a pair of autosomes gamete formation. During the gamete formation, the autosomes get segregated. Okay, during the gamete formation, the autosomes get segregated. Next question is, why is a coconut plant referred to as monoecious? Why the coconut plant is known as monoecious? Monoecious means both the male and female flowers are present in the same individual. Clear? Monoecious means both the male and female flowers are present on the same individual. So coconut, in case of coconut, the male flowers are female flowers and seen on the same flower. That's why it is known as monoecious. Okay. Next question is, mention the site where syngamy occurs in amphibians and reptiles respectively. So syngamy means what? The fusion of the gametes. Okay. So in case of amphibians, external fertilization takes place. Okay. So the syngamy will take place outside the body. The medium is water. In reptiles and reptiles, the internal fertilization occurs. So the syngamy occurs inside the female parent. The same question asking in 2012 and 2001. Okay. Next question is, name the type of cell division that takes place in the zygote of an organism exhibiting haplontic life cycle. Okay, whether an organism is an haplontic or diplontic, the gamete formation always occur in a haploid manner. The question is, name the type of cell division that takes place in zygote of an organism exhibiting meiosis life cycle. Okay, so on the it will be clear that the organism are having haplontic life cycle. So the answer is meiosis. Okay, so meiosis always occurs in the haplontic condition, and for the diploid condition there occur mitosis. Next question is, name the group of organisms that produce non-motile genes. How do they reach the female gamete after fertilization? So name the any group of organisms that produce non-motile gametes. Okay, so non-motile gametes, angiosperm produce. Angiosperms means flowering plants. Angiosperms produce non-motile gametes. They reach the female gamete with the help of a mediator. Okay. Next question. You can follow the questions and the answers what I am discussing here. Okay, next question is, cucurbits and papaya plants bear staminate and pistillate flowers. Mention the categories they put under separately on the basis of the type of flowers they bear. So staminate means only stamens, the male flower having. Pistillate means only they having the female flower. Okay, so on that basis, if the plant containing any one type of the either staminate or pistillate, that is known as dioecious. So papaya and date plants are example for the dioecious group. But in case of cucurbit, so papaya is an example for a dioecious, but in cucurbit means Cucurbiaceae family, they are monoecious. Monoecious means both the staminate and pistillate flowers are seen on the same plant. Both the staminate and pistillate flowers are seen on the same plant. Clear? Name two animals that exhibit estrous cycle. What is estrous cycle? Estrous cycle is related to sexual reproduction. In case of the primate animals, the menstrual cycle will take place. Okay, primate means monkey, human, all are included in the primate group. But the cow, sheep, rat they are non-primate group. So in their cases, estrous cycle will take place. Estrous, OESTRUS, estrous cycle will take place. Clear it is? Then the next question is, name the phenomenon and the cell responsible for the development of a new individual without fertilization as seen in honeybee. So what was the name of the development of organism or new individual without fertilization? So without fertilization, the term is parthenogenesis. On the parthenogenesis, the parental or gametes are getting fused. Okay. From the female gamete through the cell division, a new organism is forming, that is parthenogenesis. Next question is, how is it possible in oxalis and viola plants to produce assured seed sets even in the absence of pollinators? Okay, so actually this question came from the next chapter, so we will discuss this question next chapter. Okay, you should be remember me at that time. How is it possible in oxalis and viola plants to produce assured seed set even in the absence of pollinators? The answer is the presence of cleistogamous flower. Next chapter is sexual reproductive flower. At that time I am discussing you what is cleistogamous flowers. Okay. Next question, mention the unique feature with respect to flowering and fruiting in bamboo species. What is the specialty of bamboo species? Bamboo species is monocarpic. So only one time in their lifetime, only one time the bamboo species get flowered after 15 or 100 years of its growth. Okay, it produces a large number of fruits and flowers and then dies. Okay. The same question asking in 2012, and in 2011 the next question asked it is, mention the unique flowering phenomenon exhibited by Strobilanthes kundiana. What is the Strobilanthes kundiana? Strobilanthes kundiana is the scientific name of Neelakurinji. Okay, Neelakurinji also flowers once in 12 years. Clear it is? Okay, all these I discussed when I am taking my class. Next question is, name the phenomenon and one bird where the female gamete directly develop into a new organism. Okay, the phenomenon is the parthenogenesis. The name the phenomenon that female gamete directly develop into new organism. That is, the phenomenon is parthenogenesis, and the example for that bird is turkey. Turkey is an example. Okay. Why is banana considered as a good example of parthenocarpy? So parthenocarpy, what will happen in parthenocarpy? In parthenocarpy, there is no seed formation occurs. So it is considered as a good example of, the banana is considered as a good example of parthenocarpy. Okay, artificially the grapes, watermelon and all others are producing without seeds. All these are the category of parthenogenesis. Okay. Give reasons for the following. Some organisms like honeybees are called parthenogenetic animals. What is the reason? The same question is repeating. So you be clear with what is parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis means the organism, a new individual is forming without fertilization. That is known as parthenogenesis. Okay. So in drones, question is, some organisms like honeybee are called parthenogenetic animals. Why? Some drones and males develop from the unfertilized eggs. So they are called parthenogenetic animals. Okay. In drones and males, they are formed from the unfertilized, important it is unfertilized, right? So they are called parthenogenetic animals. Okay. Next question is, banana produces fruits but if propagated only by the vegetative means. Why is it so? Banana produces fruits but it propagated only by vegetative means. What is the reason? Banana does not produce seeds. Okay, so it is propagated only by the vegetative means. You ever seen seeds in banana? Okay, no. So banana does not produce seeds. It is propagated only by the vegetative propagation. Clear it is? Clear it is? You can follow me. Okay. Then the next question. Rearrange the following events of sexual reproduction in the sequence in which they occur in a flowering plant. Embryogenesis, fertilization, gametogenesis, pollination. So the question is rearrange it in a correct order. Okay, the correct order means in which order the whole process will be takes place. So the first process is gametogenesis and the next is embryogenesis, then the fertilization, then gametogenesis, pollination, fertilization, embryogenesis. Okay, so the first one is gametogenesis. Gametes are forming, then the pollination will take place, then fertilization, then the embryo is forming. Clear? The next question is Mertensia monoecious or dioecious? What is Mertensia? Mertensia we studied in the plant kingdom portion. Okay, Mertensia both having the male sex organ Andredia and the female sex organ Archegonia. So this Archegonia contain Archegoniophores and the Andredia contain Andrediophore. That's why this Mertensia is dioecious, because in Mertensia the two types that are seen separately, male and females are seen separately. That's why this Mertensia is dioecious. Clear it is? Here we are continuing the 2 more questions from this chapter. All these are previous year board questions. Okay, so the first question is, name the units of vegetative propagation in water hyacinth. Explain giving reasons why it has become the most invasive aquatic weed. Okay, name the units of vegetative propagation in water hyacinth. So in the case of water hyacinth, they exhibit offset type of vegetative propagation. Okay, so offset does not involve 2 parents. The process involves asexual reproduction, and therefore they spread quickly. Clear it is? The next question is, name the vegetative propagates in the following: agave and the bryophylla. In agave, bulbil type of vegetative propagation, and in the bryophyllum, leaf buds or adventitious buds are helps in the vegetative propagation methods. Clear? Next question is, explain the significance of meiocytes in diploid organism. So in diploid organism, meiocytes undergo meiosis to form haploid gametes. Okay, these help to restore diploidy through the zygote formation. Clear it is? In a diploid organism, meiocytes undergo meiosis to form haploid gametes. These help to restore the 2N condition. The same question repeated in 2016 and 2017. Okay, I am reading all this question from Exam Idea Biology. Exam Idea Biology having all type of previous year questions. Okay. Next question is, the cell division involved in gamete formation is not of the same type in different organisms. Justify. What is the question? The cell division involved in gamete formation, okay, is not for the same type in different organisms. The justify. So the parents may be haploid or diploid, but the gametes always be haploid. The diploid parents undergo meiosis to produce haploid gametes. Okay, whereas the haploid parents undergo mitosis to produce haploid gametes. Okay, diploid gametes always undergo. Diploid parents always undergoes what was the division meiosis take place, and in case of haploid parents, mitosis will take place. Then the next question is, coconut plant is monoecious while date palm is dioecious. Why are they so called? This question, the same question we discussed earlier, so I am not discussing here. The next question is, why are papaya and date palm plant is said to be dioecious, whereas the cucurbit and coconut palm is monoecious? So the same pattern of question asking in 2008 and 2010. Okay, so just the pattern of the question will be changing. The content will be same in all years. So that also we discussed why the papaya and date palm are dioecious and cucurbit and then coconut palm is monoecious. Okay, the next question is same type of question. A list of 3 flowering plants is given below. Which one of them are monoecious and bearing pistillate flowers? So bearing pistillate flower means what? Bearing pistillate flower means they are dioecious. Okay, either they have the stamens or they have the pistillate. Okay, so here give the example: date palm, cucurbit and pea. We know in case of pea, both the female and male gametes are seen. Okay. So monoecious plant example cucurbit, and bearing pistillate palm, pistillate flowers example date palm. Then next same type of question. Angiosperm bearing unisexual flowers are said to be either monoecious or dioecious. Explain with the help of one such example. So now you understand what is monoecious and dioecious. I am again repeating what is monoecious means. Both the male and mono, single. The single organism have both the male and female character. Dioecious, di means 2. That means the 2 different organisms. So male organism and female organisms are seen. Okay, what is the question? Angiosperm bearing unisexual flowers are said to be either monoecious or dioecious. Explain with the help of one example each. Clear it is. The next is a single pea plant in your kitchen garden produces pods with viable seeds, but the individual papaya plant does not. Explain. So a pea flowers of pea plants exhibit bisexual and monoecious. Okay, so they produces viable seeds. On self pollination they produce viable seeds. But in the case of papaya plant is unisexual, bearing either male flower or the female flower on different separate plants. Okay, so it is unable to produce viable seeds because there is no cross pollination. Clear it is, there is no cross pollination. Next question, out of many papaya plants growing in your garden, only few bears fruits. Give this 2016. Okay, question repeated in 2016. Why? So how many papaya plants are seen, but they are not bearing fruits? What is the reason? For forming a seed, they required both the male and the female. Okay, sometimes only one type is seen in our garden. There is no chance for bearing fruits and flowers. Clear? Next question, how does the floral pattern of Mediterranean orchid Ophrys guarantee cross pollination? How does floral pattern of Mediterranean orchid Ophrys, Ophrys, Ophrys guarantee cross pollination? Okay, so this portion also came in that sexual dimorphism portion. Okay, so sexual dimorphism means the orchid bears flowers which resembles the female wasp in color, smell as well as. Clear it is. The orchid flower Mediterranean orchid flower Ophrys, Ophrys, which resembles the female wasp in color, smell as well as appearance. So the male pollinates mistake them as their female counterparts. Therefore, in the process of their pseudocopulation, they pollinate the flower. Clear it is? I am again repeating the question. How does the floral pattern of Mediterranean orchid Ophrys guarantee cross pollination? In orchid bears flowers, okay, which resembles the female wasp in color, smell as well as in appearance. Okay, so the male pollinators mistake them as their female counterparts. Okay, therefore there occur pseudo-copulation. Pseudo means false copulation, and they pollinate the flower. Clear it is. Next question, explain the type of syngamy and meiosis in sexual life cycle of an organism. So we discussed what is syngamy and what is meiosis. Okay. Next question is, a moss plant produces large number of androzoids but relatively only few egg cells. Why? The reason, question asked in 2010, the reason that androzoids are motile male gametophyte which have to swim on the water surface to fertilize the immotile female gametophyte. Okay, so during this transfer many androzoids get destroyed. A large number of them are produced. Large number of are produced, but only few of them get pollinated. Okay, that's why the mosses plant produce large number of androzoids. Next question that asked in CBSE AI 2015 and F 2014. So question is, a liverwort plant is unable to complete its life cycle in a dry environment. State two reason why the liverwort plant is unable to complete its life cycle in a dry environment. What is the reason? For the sexual reproduction to take place in mosses and liverworts, the motile gametophyte, that means androzoids, have to swim on water surface to meet their immotile female gametophyte. Okay, so in dry condition, the androzoid cannot be reached the egg, so the fertilization will not take place. Clear it is? What was the reason for that? The next question is, why do algae and fungi shift to sexual mode of reproduction just before the onset of adverse condition? So algae and fungi shift to the sexual mode of reproduction for the survival during unfavorable conditions. So they are producing spores. Okay, so the spores have the ability to withstand the unfavorable condition. Next question is, state the difference between meiocyte and the gamete with respect to chromosome number. Meiocyte contain diploid set of chromosome, whereas the gametes contain haploid set of chromosome. I gave you one chart of the commonly asking the meiosis number of the organism and the gamete number. I gave you the chart after this class. Okay. So question is, state the difference between meiocyte and the gamete with respect to chromosome number. So the meiocyte contain diploid set of chromosome, whereas the gamete contain haploid set of chromosome. Okay. Then the next question is, name any two organisms and the phenomenon involved where the female gamete undergoes development to form new organism without fertilization. So what is the feature? The female organism undergoes without fertilization and produce new organism. The feature is known as I know you are telling. Okay, I know you are telling the answer. The feature is known as parthenogenesis. So example for this parthenogenesis is honeybee, lizard, birds. Example, turkey is an example for the parthenogenetic. Clear test. Then the next question is, what is the fission? What is the basic differences between fission in amoeba and the paramecium? Okay, amoeba undergoes binary fission, and in case of paramecium, the division occurs along the transverse axis of an individual. The division occurs along the transverse axis of an individual. Clear it is. Then the next question is, here the given, name the relationship between the first two words and suggest a suitable word. Name the relationship between the first two words and suggest a suitable word. So here given doob grass, runner. Okay, so these two are the doob grass and runner. The next is potato. So potato is an example for the tuber type. Okay, that's why they are asking potato, which type of vegetative reproduction takes place in potato. Okay, the next question is, mention two important characteristics in sexual reproduction of frogs and fishes. In case of frogs and fishes, sexual reproduction takes place, but the fertilization takes place externally. So they produce large number of gametes into the water, enhances the chance of external fertilization. Clear it is? The next question is, from which part does the fruit, seed and embryo develop? All this we study in the plant kingdom portion, not plant kingdom, morphology of flowering plants portion we studied. From which part does fruit, seed and embryo develop? Okay, so fruit is developed from the ripened ovary. The fruit is developed, and seed is developed from the ovule. Okay, embryo means mature, zygote is the embryo. Mature zygote is the embryo. Clear it is? Anyone having confusion at this point? The last portion of this fertilization, post-fertilization events in angiosperm, we discussed thoroughly which part of the plant get changed. Okay, so don't be confused with the parts. Then the next question is, I am again repeating, I am discussing all this question from the previous year board question. Now I am using Exam Idea Biology. If you have the book, please be open with the textbook, this Exam Idea book. Then you can follow correctly. Okay, otherwise you just look the questions that I given, okay, and write down in your the notebook. I told you maintain an extra notebook for writing down the extra notes. Clear it is? Next question, name one plant which propagates by the means of its leaf. What was the example for the plant which propagates by means of leaf? What was the example? Bryophyllum is an example. Clear it is?